everybody from Veterans Stadium. Welcome to Phillies baseball this afternoon. The final game of the series, final regular home game of the season. The Phils and the Atlanta Braves. Curt Schilling going for the Phils. Steve Avery for Atlanta. Sold out house here at Veterans Stadium on Fan Appreciation Day. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Andy Musser. And Whitey, Curt Schilling has really come on strong in the second half. And what a great time for him to come on strong with Terry Mulholland laid up.
Yeah, you know, Curt said right after the All-Star break when he pitched a good game, he thought he might not lose another game all year. Well, I didn't think that was a good thing to say, but he hasn't lost a game since he said that. Well, he's pitched so great. He and Tommy Green together. Two strong pitchers is great. It would be nice to see Mulholland come back this next week. We hope that he can. I hear he might pitch in St. Louis, but they need more than two strong pitchers against this Atlanta club.
And, of course, this is a crucial series, Andy. More crucial for the Braves probably than the Phils. Phil's magic number is 4 with 7 games after this one. But the Braves are really in a dogfight with those Giants.
They are, Harry, but you have to like their chances. I mean, after all, they go into the final week of the season up by a game and a half and playing all the rest of their games after today at home. Meantime, the Giants have to go into Los Angeles and close the season there. And then, interestingly, there's the Colorado factor. Both those teams have to play Colorado, and the Rockies are playing good ball right now.
So it'll be the Phils and the Atlanta Braves final game of the series. Curt Schilling and Steve Avery will have the starting lineups for you right after these messages.
The Phillies and the Atlanta Braves is being brought to you by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your buck. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Personal choice. The health plan that controls costs, not people.
Together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
It was for immigrants and their children and their dreams. It was for families, for new beginnings. And today, there's still just one reason why we always do our best. It's for you. Mellon PSFS.
Oh, man. Look what you did.
What I did? Just who do you think you are, man?
Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
Genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The genuine Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages from Bell Atlantic.
Back at Veterans Stadium, where I have a sold-out house here at the Vet on Fan Appreciation Day. Final regular season home game of the season. The Phillies, of course, have gone over the 3 million mark in attendance for the first time in history. And why not? This 93 Phils club has been an exciting team to watch. There's a banner that wants John Kruk for president and the dude for most valuable player. I think the second part of that has a better chance than the first. Lenny Dykstra certainly is in position to win the most valuable player award. Barry Bonds, David Justice, Ron Gant, and Fred McGriff are all strong contenders. Bobby Cox's lineup for the Atlanta Braves has Otis Nixon center fielder leading off, Jeff Blauser shortstop at second, Ron Gant in left field hitting third, Fred McGriff, the crime dog, at first base, bats fourth. Dave Justice in right field hitting fifth. Terry Pendleton, third baseman, batting sixth. Damon Berryhill will catch and hit 7th. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, bats 8th. Steve Avery pitching and hitting 9th. That lineup facing Kurt Schilling.
Schilling, 15 and 6. ERA just under 4. There's his strikeouts per 9 innings. 9. His walks, that's down. Or 7 strikeouts. Walks just a little over 2. He's pitched 223 innings. That's a lot.
Among the league leaders in innings pitched defensively, behind him Dave Hollins at 3rd, Kevin Stocker shortstop, Mariano Duncan at 2nd, Ricky Jordan at 1st today. Darren Dalton catching in the outfield from left to right. It's Pete Incaviglia, Lenny Dykstra, and Wes Chamberlain. The umpires this afternoon: pitchers umpire behind the plate Frank Pulley, Cowboy Joe West at 1st, Gary Darling at 2nd, and Charlie Williams at 3rd. Otis Nixon will lead it off. He's hitting at .263. Batting about the same left-handed as right. Lifetime against Schilling, he's 2 out of 12. Charlie Resch and Bill Herzog from Cologne, New Jersey, celebrating birthdays today. And Betty Harrison, her 80th. Sun is out here at the bat. First pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. Schilling lifetime against the Braves, 2 wins, 2 losses, a 3.69 ERA. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Happy birthday to Robin Alexander, the husband of the great Heidi. Works in our kitchen. Thomas and Kristen.
He committed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brian Morrow from North Wales, Pennsylvania, celebrating his 11th today. Birthday wishes from us and from Eddie the Spaghetti Ferenz. Got him, struck him out. Nixon called out on strikes. That's 1 down. Schilling is among the league leaders in strikeouts. That's 175 for him. He's 6th in the league in strikeouts, and the Phillies as a team lead the major leagues in strikeouts.
He threw some big-time mustard to Nixon.
Jeff Blauser fouls it back to the screen. Blauser batting at .303. Thanks to Bob Asher for the chocolate-covered pretzels sent up today. Two quick strikes to Jeff Blauser.
Carmela and George Poole in Vintner, married 35 years today.
No balls and 2 strikes. Late swing and a foul backing out of play.
Dan and Lefty McCullough in Upland, PA, a golden today on this September 26th.
Ground ball to Dave Hollins at 3rd base. Throws across in time to get Blauser, and that's 2 down, and that'll bring on Ron Gant. Gant hitting at .277. He leads the league and runs batted in 114, 1 ahead of teammate David Justice. Send our best for a speedy recovery to Woody Golly from Voorhees, New Jersey, recovering from knee replacement surgery. From his son Jake, who works here in the penthouse suites, and from us. Schilling has come out throwing strikes. 0-1 to Gant. That's the ball, 1-1. And recovery wishes to Doris Totino, recovering from recent surgery. From PA announcer Dan Baker's wife Kathy, from Dan and from us. Chased a high pitch, did Gant, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
John Young is 92 today, is in the Evangelical Manor home. And Helen Boylan in Philadelphia is 90.
him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning. A strong start for Schilling. No runs, hits, errors, and none left after 1/2 Braves nothing. Phil's coming to bat.
People come in and say, why 5 grades of gasoline? I tell them offering only 3 grades would be like selling suits in small, medium, and large. Some people would get a good fit. Some could use a little tailoring. So if you want to know why we give you all these choices, think about the guy who needs a 41 long and picture him wearing a 39 short.
Looking for a great deal on a great car? Well, your nearest Nissan dealer's the right place, and now is the right time. It's Nissan's 93 model year-end clearance. Now's the time to make your best deal on Altima, the #1 selling new car nameplate introduced this year. Or save up to $2,000 with factory-to-dealer incentives on trucks, Maximas, and the rest of the award-winning Nissans. A clearance like this only happens once a year, and this one is happening right now at your nearest Nissan dealer.
Somewhere, in every memory I had, was Winnie Cooper.
You're the only girl I ever think about. I don't want it to end. I love you. I love you.
Weeknights on PHL 17.
Jim Fragosi's lineup this afternoon has Lenny Dykstra, center fielder, leading off. Mariano Duncan, second base, bats second. Ricky Jordan, first base, hitting third. Dave Hollins, third baseman, bats fourth. Darren Dalton catching, hitting fifth. Pete Incaviglia, left field, bats sixth. Wes Chamberlain, right fielder, hitting seventh. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, bats eighth. And Kurt Schilling pitching, hitting ninth. That lineup facing Steve Avery.
Avery's a workhorse also. Pitched over 200 innings. There's his walks of 1.17. Good strikeout walk ratio. About 5 strikeouts a game. 16-6. He's been an important part of this great Atlanta rotation.
Terry Pendleton at third, Jeff Blauser at short, Mark Lemke at second, and Fred McGriff at first. Damon Berryhill catching behind him. Ron Gant is in left, Otis Nixon in center, and David Justice in right. Lenny Dykstra leads it off. Dude hitting a .308, leads the league in runs and in hits and in walks, and he fouls the first pitch back. Pressure game for Steve Avery. Not really, when you consider that this young man was pitching in a World Series at age 21. He's
pitched very well in this postseason play.
8 postseason starts before the age of 23. So he's been at some big games at a very young age. First round pick by the Braves in 1989. No balls and 2 strikes to Lenny Dykstra. Breaking ball missed. Lenny's 3 for 7 lifetime against Avery, including a homer. Send our best for a speedy recovery to Father Bill Glynn, season ticket holder of the Phils, watching the game in Stone Harbor. 2-2.
That's Cogan in Pittman, New Jersey, is 90 today, and Mervyn Esther Welch in Hullicong, PA, golden wedding anniversary yesterday.
Just tick. It's a foul ball. Frank Pulley originally pointed fair. He didn't see it. Hit off catcher Damon Berryhill, but Joe West, with help for Frank Pulley, made the call quickly so that there would be no confusion.
Yeah, check swing and hit
the bat.
Hit the bat, bouncing up, so takes it out of play.
Two balls and 2 strikes. There's a hit to left center field. Watch it roll all the way back toward the fence. Dykstra holds at second with a stand-up double, number 43 for the dude. He's tied for second in 2 base hits.
I tell you, hit a pretty good pitch too. It was a tight breaking ball. It kind of got in on him a little bit, but he was able to kind of muscle it past the shortstop. And of course, on the AstroTurf, they play that overshift on Dykstra again.
Lenny tied for second in the league in 2 base hits now with 43 of them.
See, that pitch broke right out over the plate. Nice bite to that slider.
A couple of Colorado Rockies are right there with Lenny for the league leadership in doubles. Charlie Hayes has 44 to lead the league, and Dykstra just tied Dante Bichette for second. Mariano Duncan batting at .282. Been a good lifetime hitter against Avery, .348, including a home run. He's trying to move the runner up and bunts it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I want to thank Margaret Manning and Ron Hurst in the great Northeast, sending us some delicious molasses oatmeal cookies. They are good.
Birthday wishes to Frances Lee. Frances celebrating number 83. Her granddaughter Tammy is a very loyal Phillies fan. Nobody was behind Dykstra, but Lenny didn't know that, so he kind of dived back in. Two balls and a strike. Birthday wishes to Hazel Hopkins, Jacobstown, New Jersey, from sisters Gladys Turner and Marge Murphy, and from us. Again, trying to hit it to the right side. He hit it sharply but foul, and it's 2-2. Duncan's trying to get Dykstra to third base in this at bat. And Avery, of course, will try to keep him from doing that. Avery does not have good lifetime numbers against the Phillies. He's 1-3 lifetime with a high career ERA of 5.24. Struck him out. I think Duncan has trouble when there's runners. It kind of takes him out of his style of hitting when he tries. He tries hard to move runners up, but he's not a real good bunter, and I think he has a tough time intentionally hitting the ball to the other side.
On that pitch, which was low and inside, that's an impossible pitch to hit the right side anyway. He just went right down after it and never caught up to it, but it was a real bad pitch.
Here's Ricky Jordan hitting at .273. John Kruk being given the afternoon off. Jordan takes a breaking ball a little bit low. Congratulations to Keith and Beth Abel. Keith works here at the ballpark as a security guard, bouncing baby boy to Keith and Beth. Zachary born yesterday. There's Krucker.
Mrs. Wilmer Smith in Harleysville holding wedding today.
On the outside corner at the knees, borderline, is 1 ball and 1 strike. And their best to Austin Walsh, a great Phillies fan who's in Jefferson Hospital. Austin is 7-year-old. Hope Austin's feeling better real soon. He missed with it. It's 2-1.
Birthdays: Denny Firestone, Steve Warner, Jonestown, PA.
Lemke playing right at the bag at second base, so Dykstra can't get a real big lead. Lenny's an in-the-dirt player, so it's not surprising that here in the first inning, dude has a dirty uniform.
Playing Jordan is a dead pull hitter. I don't think Ricky is a dead pull hitter, but it's the way they're playing him.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Good friend, the shoe man, Jules Papalini, celebrated his 76th birthday a couple of days ago. Yesterday, I believe. Make a report that Pete Serra is back in the clubhouse after a stint in the hospital. Looped into right. That's going to drop, and here comes Dykstra to score run number 140 on the season. Looping single to right for Jordan. Phillies lead 1-0.
There's an example of Avery making a good pitch on Ricky Jordan, and he got jammed with it, but was able to muscle it just over the infield, making it easy for Dykstra to score. Up, pitch and in a little bit.
Phillies continue that streak of not being shut out now. 171 games, adding to their National League record, which was 150 held by a Pirate club in the 20s. One strike to Dave Hollins. Hollins hitting at .275. 3 for 8 lifetime against Avery, including a homer. Dave hits the Braves well lifetime against Atlanta. He's a .368 hitter. Wide with it. It's 1-1.
I think our best wishes along to Richie Freer up in Lehigh Valley Hospital, who's been a long-time fan. Underwent some heart procedures, or will tomorrow. Best to you, Rich.
Off the end of the bat, a ball and 2 strikes. Agnes Morrow of Philadelphia is celebrating a birthday today. Mother-in-law of the great Michael Devine.
There's a difference. You can see he's hitting much better right-handed. That .250 left-handed isn't all that bad either, because he sees mostly right-hand pitching.
Good production. He scored 100 runs. He's knocked in 91. Fouls that one back and out of play.
Rain and Joe Rain from Roxborough, married 40 years today.
Ricky Jordan at first, 1 out, a run across. Phil's lead 1-0. Wild pitch. Jordan moves up to second. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That breaking ball he's trying to throw, a slider that bounced way up in front of home plate, and Berryhill did what he was supposed to do, center the ball with his chest protector, but it caught it just a little bit on the right side and rolled in towards the Phillies dugout.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Dave Hollins. Popped him up on the right side. McGriff drifting back. So is Lemke, and Crime Dog stays with it and makes the catch. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Darren Dalton. Dutch batting .258, 24 homers. He's 5th in the league in RBIs with 105. 2 for 10 lifetime against Avery with a home run.
Louise White in Wilmington, one of our longtime Phillies rooters, 73 today. Hey, it's really turned out beautiful here.
One ball and no strikes. 50th birthday wishes to Maria Kershaw of Mount Ephraim, New Jersey, wife of Big Al, who works in the prison superbox. Chris Nice of Warminster, a birthday today. Bills lead at 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Jordan at second with 2 outs.
Dalton usually hits left-handers better than that. He's struggling against them this year. There's some Outstanding left-hand pitching in this league.
2 balls and a strike. New York Yankees trying to prevent Toronto from clinching today. Against them, have scored 5 in the first at Toronto. Three and one.
Jim Martin, a birthday in the great Northeast in Mayfair.
Hot shot, but speared by Fred McGriff to retire the side. Well hit by Dalton, but at McGriff. Phil's got a run in the inning. 2 hits, no errors, 1 left after 1-0 Phils.
Homer! What's wagging? Big 4 again. Usual number. Straight. And box of 2. 50 cents each way.
The Pennsylvania Lottery's Big 4 game.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Don't forget to play both ways every day. You might be the lucky dog who wins.
This house is you, Boomer. And the owners aren't anxious to sell.
Inky, Izzy, The Wild Thing, Patty, Dutch, Dude, The Crucker, and friends. Request the pleasure of your company at Veterans Stadium in 1994. Season ticket plans range from full season to as few as 13 games. For more information, call 463-5000.
Ford dealers know some problems can't be diagnosed in the shop, so they have a unique traveling companion, the Portable Vehicle Analyzer. It records engine data in ways no human eyes and ears can. Then it tells us what's wrong, so it can be serviced right the first time. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For quality service or to test drive one of the best-selling cars and trucks in America, see your local Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
After 1 inning of play, the Phillies won, Atlanta nothing. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include Monday and Tuesday night's games with the Pirates from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. We're on the air at 7:30 both nights right here on PHL 17. Fred McGriff leads it off for Atlanta. Crime Dog hitting at .288. 35 homers, 95 RBIs. Since he has joined the Braves, they are 46-15. Boy, what a difference he has made in this lineup. He's helped everybody around him, Gant and Justice in particular. One ball and no strikes. Rudy DeGeorge celebrated his 67th yesterday. Birthday wishes from daughter Christine and from us.
You wonder what the Braves will do with McGriff at the end of the season. You know, he's not signed for next year. Guess they'd like to keep him.
I would think. 2 balls and 1 strike.
They have to pay a lot of money for him. I don't think that's any problem down there. They've signed some players for a lot of money.
Got it a little bit off the handle, but look at how far it goes. Chamberlain can't make the play, and McGriff is in at second with a double. He really didn't get the good part of the bat on that ball, and it still goes to the base of the fence.
Yeah, that's amazing. That ball was in the air a long time. It seemed like somebody should have caught up to it. Yeah, he was, you know, cramped a little bit on that swing. He didn't have his arms extended. Like he got it off the end of the bat a little bit. Looks like maybe Wes might have caught it had he played it a little better.
That'll bring on David Justice. Fouls it back up over the screen. No balls and a strike to Justice. Let's pause for station identification on the Phillies television network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL TV, Philadelphia.
Missing wide, it's 1-1.
Justice kicks that front leg up. And he kicks it up for a fastball. So he sees quite a few off-speed pitches.
Well hit to deep right. This ball is going to be out of here. Home run, David Justice. Braves take a 2-1 lead. Number 38 for Justice. He now has 115 RBIs and leads the league.
Kicked it up for a fastball, but he got a hanging slider. I mean to tell you, he did not miss it.
It's his third career home run off Schilling. Second home run this year off Schill.
That's a off-speed pitch up and right over the heart of the plate.
So the Braves have taken a 2-1 lead here in the second. Batter is Terry Pendleton, who's hitting at 267. Elizabeth Cook of Coatesville. Birthday wishes from Mom, Dad, and Sister Amanda, and from us. 2 balls and no strikes. Justice has really had a good second half. Foul out of play, left field side, 2-1. Delphine Bobby from Hazleton, birthday wishes today. And we send our best to Naomi's Stabalopsy. Foul back and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braves lead the league in home runs. That was their 163rd. Giants are next at 161, then the Phillies at 153. Justice has 38. Off the glove of Stocker. Kind of took a peek at the runner instead of staying with the ball, and that'll be an error on Kevin Stocker. Phillies have not had a good defensive series against these Braves.
Yeah, this was a routine play. A nice big bounce up there. And you had him easily. Yeah, the Phillies defense has never been that good all year. You kind of notice it a little more now, I think, toward the end when the games are very crucial.
Brings on Damon Berryhill. He's batting at 241. Switch hitter.
Another pitch that Schilling got away with there, that high slider. First inning, it looked like Braves might have trouble getting runs off Schilling the way he threw that first inning.
One ball and 1 strike. Sarah Egolf of Pottstown, Pennsylvania, celebrated her 91st birthday on Thursday. We, of course, were off that day. Mother-in-law, the great Dick Ludwig. Just missed. Braves lead 2-1 here in the second. Foul back up over the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a full count to Berryhill.
Sure, Pendleton will be running. Bobby Cox likes to move him.
He goes. It's a strikeout, but a high throw off the glove of Stocker, and Pendleton ends up at third. Should have been a strikeout double play, but instead Pendleton ends up at third base.
Pendleton would have been out by 15 feet. Dalton, for some reason in this series, has been throwing the ball high. So the infield now is going to come on in. You see Stocker go way up there, and
Phillies have committed 6 errors in this series. They'll bring the infield in, and Lemke has really been a tough out against Schilling. He is a .533 lifetime hitter against Schilling, 8 for 15, including 2 home runs.
He's hit him a lot back through the middle, too. He'd have that middle stroke against Schilling. It's a good hitter spot with the infield in.
Chased a bad pitch, did Lemke, nothing in 2. Send our best to Sister Grace and all the sisters at St. Michael Convent in Reading. Loyal Phillies fans, there you see Lemke's number against the Phillies this year. In lifetime, he has really worn Schilling got a pitch there on the outside corner, his 4th strikeout. Might have been a little bit wide, but Lemke is rug up, and that's a big out for the Phils. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority. The Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Here's Steve Avery. He's hitting .171. He has 4 doubles. He's knocked in 5 runs. Not an automatic out. Loops it into left. Incaviglia makes the play. That'll retire the side. The Braves get 2 in the inning on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Atlanta.
Lenny Dykstra and the first-place Phils venture cross-state to take on the Pittsburgh Pirates tomorrow on PHL 17. The Pirates are young and looking to close out the season on a high note. But John Kruk and the Fighting Phils are going to make these Pirates walk the plank. It's the Phillies and the Pirates tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30, only on PHL 17.
We play the Phillies on 17.
Phil's Pirates tomorrow at 7:30.
It may not look busy, but this Dodge Intrepid is processing 2 million pieces of information per second. Its remarkable computer network constantly analyzes data that helps it choose shift points, optimize fuel economy, even maintain the inside temperature you want. Just think, with 5 seconds left in this commercial, Intrepid still has about 10 million things to do. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
All right. Name the fast food restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Fries. It's fries. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a 2-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for 50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
When Darien takes on a high-tech killer from the future,
Who's going to stop me? I am.
it turns into a battle that could mean the end for both of them.
Goodbye, Lambert.
On the next Time Tracks.
Wednesday at 8 on PHL 17.
Well, if you missed your chance this year, make sure you're on board next season with Phillies season tickets. There are plans to suit any budget and schedule, from full season plans to just 16 games or 13 Sundays. Plus, always special benefits to being a season ticket holder, including options to purchase postseason tickets. Call now to get your name on the list for '94 Phillies baseball. Don't miss out again. Call 463-5000 for information. Pete Incaviglia leads it off for the Phils, hitting at .276. One strike to Incaviglia. Braves lead at 2-1. High towering drive to deep left field. This ball is out of here. Home run, Incaviglia. We are tied at 2. Number 24 for the Inkman.
88th RBI. He hit a fastball high out of the strike zone. You wonder how he got the bat up there to catch up to a pitch that hard, thrown that hard and that high, but he did. See, that's up there around the letters.
That's his first homer this month, his last coming on the 28th of August. Here at Veterans Stadium against Bobby Ayala, but he ties for the club leadership now with Darren Dalton. They each have 24 as Chamberlain looks at a strike.
Two pretty good pitchers getting roughed up a little bit.
Hard ground ball, but gloved by Blauser, and Chamberlain is retired. And we'll bring up Kevin Stocker.
Happy 84th birthday to Vernon Neff at Cornwall Manor. 84 today.
Stocker hitting .336, batting .397 right-handed. These 2 for 3 against Avery Lifetime. Popped it up down the first base foul line. Long run for Crime Dog, and he stays with it and makes a good play. Nice grab by Fred McGriff. It seemed like in the first 2 games of this series, the ball wasn't carrying all that well, but today it looks like it's carrying right smart.
Well, the sun's out. I guess it's temperatures in the 80s.
Here's Kurt Schilling hitting at .155. Off the end of the bat foul, first base side. Congratulations to comedian Steve Milky Lawler. 25 years of performing in North Wildwood, from Mage McDonald, Art Cassidy, Charlie Rowan, the Banjo Man, and all of Milky's friends on the ground crew. 2 strikes to Schilling.
Danny Box is celebrating a birthday here today at the ballpark with his family and friends.
Just foul. McGriff came close to catching it, but it's a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
If he'd have got a little leather on it and not caught it, I believe it would have been a fair ball, because McGriff was in fair territory. See, when he dived, well, he came close to that ball.
Bouncing ball to Lemke. Phils are retired, but not before tying it on Incaviglia's homer. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. After 2, we're tied 2-2.
Together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your. Proud to be your bud.
It looks like the coach is really mad now.
Look at you. You're dull. You're rusty. I've seen you outperformed in the rain, the snow. You haven't had one good season yet. It's going to be different. You're going to get tough. Rust tough. You know why? Because Rust Tough has a unique fast-drying formula with rust inhibitors that form a tough, hard-nosed defense against rust. Look at you now. You're tough. You're going to shine. No runs, no drips, no... Got rust? Get tough. Rust Tough.
Do you want your car done right?
If you want your car done right, it has to be done by the right people.
We take care of our customers. We do the job right.
Quality all the way.
Experience counts. The customer comes first. Satisfaction guaranteed.
We're only as good as our people. That's why Jiffy Lube is America's favorite oil change.
We got experience at Jiffy Lube.
To stop a series of murders in Chinatown.
It is called the death of 1,000 cuts.
Kane must take the biggest gamble of his life. On the next Kung Fu, the legend continues.
Wednesday at 9 on PHL 17.
Our trivia question of the afternoon is brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place with that one-of-a-kind taste. There is a chance that National League teammates could finish 1 and 2 for the RBI title. David Justice now has regained the lead with 115. His teammate Ron Gant has 114. Can you name the last National League teammates to finish 1 and 2 for the RBI crown?
National League teammates.
Yep. Otis Nixon leads it off for the Braves here in the third. He was called out on strikes his first time up. We're tied at 2-2 here in the third. He lines a single into center field. And for Nixon, that's almost like a double because he's a speed merchant. Fourth in the league in stolen bases with 45.
Up and away, just leveled off on it. A little bit off the end of the bat, but he gets a lot of hits in that area.
Brings on Jeff Blauser. He grounded out his first time up. One ball and no strikes. It's really been a tightly played season series between the Phillies and the Braves. Phillies have won 6, Atlanta 5, and just about every game has gone down to the last out. Two and nothing.
Nixon's had some great jumps in this series. Been almost impossible to throw him out. Schilling is getting the ball to Dalton in a hurry.
Big lead, but he doesn't go. That's hit down the line. Fair or foul? It's a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike to Blauser. Phillies move on to Pittsburgh. 4-game series with the Buccos. Mike Williams against Steve Cook tomorrow night. Ben Rivera and John Hope on Tuesday. Tommy Green and Bob Walk Wednesday. And Danny Jackson and Paul Wagner on Thursday. Cook, who's pitching against the Phillies tomorrow night, is the only pitcher in the National League to pitch a complete game against the Phils.
Second time the Phillies saw Cook, he didn't pitch nearly as well. First time was great ball game.
Blauser's not had a real good series. He's been called on to sacrifice a lot. There there he goes, but Blauser fouls the pitch off, and it's 2-2.
Had another good jump, too. Dalton would not have had a chance. He gets off so quickly. Look how far he is down that line before Schilling ever delivers the ball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Blauser. Another big jump, but again it's foul back and out of play.
Schilling better take a little better look at him. This was better. Look at him. Wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe you let a runner get that kind of a jump. Schilling holds the ball a little longer. He has an easy pickoff play. It's like Otis Nixon must be timing Schilling's stretch move.
Nixon wasn't far off the bag that time.
In fact, he must be reading his mind. He was on going back to the bag before Schilling started that move at first.
High with it. It's a full count.
He'll go now.
Ron Gant waiting on deck. Up the middle, right at Stocker, a double play.
Well, they had the right man covering. Stocker ran right into the ball that was hit through the middle. That's a base hit ordinarily, but Phillies had Stocker covering on Nixon's run for the bag, and that turned out to be a tailor-made double play.
So 2 outs and no base runners. The 93 Phillies gift and souvenir catalog courtesy of Kellogg's is available. The catalog features all your favorite Phil's items, including jackets, jersey, t-shirts, caps, and much more. You can get the catalog free by calling the Phil's at 463-1000 and ask for a Phillies souvenir and gift catalog. 1 strike to Gant. He struck out his first time up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 to Ron Gant. Gant's battling teammate David Justice for the league lead in RBIs. He's 1 behind him now. And he's 3rd in the league in runs scored. Fouls it back and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You saw that series statistic on Gant, Griffin, Justice, and they did all that the last 2 games. Tommy Green really shut him down in the first game.
On the inside corner, struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Schilling. No runs, a hit, no errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. We're tied 2-2.
Soon, you'll hear it. The best long-distance service is about to get even better. It's a breakthrough from AT&T Bell Labs, and it makes AT&T sound quality dramatically superior to any other long-distance company. So much clearer, closer, and more natural. Even 8 out of 10 people who don't have AT&T prefer it. AT&T True Voice, coming in the months ahead, free. Just another part of the iPlan.
Pizza Hut has gone Hollywood. Blockbuster Bigfoot movie deal. Now, every time you buy a Bigfoot pizza, you get a coupon for 1 free movie rental at Blockbuster with any other movie rental. So make it a Blockbuster night with Bigfoot.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My plastic surgeon thanks you.
It's a Blockbuster deal from Pizza Hut.
The Bundys' ex-neighbor, Steve, returns.
Don't tell Marcy. I want to surprise her.
Are you kidding? The Bundys know when to keep a secret.
Marcy!
Which gives new meaning to the Neighborhood Watch program.
You getting all this, bud?
But the surprise is on Steve.
Look at this and see what you'll never have again.
On the next Married with Children.
Tomorrow at 6:30 on PHL 17.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers. It reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Hyundai dealer, Hyundai, cars that make sense. And by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut Delivery now and have your pizza by the 6th inning. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phils, doubled and scored a run his first time up. Time called as Dykstra saw a ball come out of the stands and roll in toward the infield.
I think Pulley really fired out of there on that time call. Avery was in his windup, and Frank didn't want to get hit with another ball. He's been hit by one today. Ball that bounced up there.
One ball and no strikes. Our trivia question brought to you by Roy Rogers, that one-of-a-kind place with that one-of-a-kind taste. Fouled out of play. There's a chance that National League teammates could finish 1-2 for the RBI title. Justice and Gant both right there. Can you name the last National League teammates to finish 1-2 for the RBI crown in the National League?
With the Braves?
No.
No. Wouldn't have been not Aaron and Matthews. That would have been good candidates.
These guys were members, Whitey, of that big red machine.
Well, that'd have to be who? Bench and Foster?
Foster's one of them. Led the league with 121, but it was not Bench who was number 2 behind him.
Not Morgan.
The P, the sweet P. Joe Morgan with 111. Those 1976 Reds. Foster and Morgan finished 1-2. Pretty well hit to left, but right at Gant. One down. That'll bring up Mariano Duncan. Dunk struck out his first time up. Mets lead Montreal 1-0 in the 3rd inning. Could those Mets win a game in that series?
It has to be today.
Changeup fooled Duncan. 1 strike to him. Dribbles the ball to Pendleton at 3rd. Duncan retired. And it'll bring up Ricky Jordan, who singled to drive in a run his first time up. Two-two ball game here in the bottom half of the 3rd. One ball and no strikes. 1-1 to Jordan. Pops a foul, coming back and out of play. One and two to Ricky Jordan. Tried to check on a high and away fastball. The appeal goes to Cowboy Joe West, who says no swing. Two balls and 2 strikes. Fouled. Mets got their run on an RBI double by Eddie Murray. You know, for all the supposed problems of Eddie Murray, he still gets his hits and knocks in his runs.
You betcha he is having a pretty good year. You know, on a club where there aren't many good years.
Beats it foul, still 2-2.
Eddie Murray, to really help a team, has to be on a contender. Put him with a bad ball club and can't do him a whole lot of good.
Off the end of the bat foul. Still 2-2. We're in a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the third. That's off the end of the bat. Ricky is swinging at everything that Avery's throwing up here. He's fouling them off, but a lot of them are out of the strike zone.
He's swinging at everything he can reach, which might set him up for something hard inside because he's really leaning out over there.
Chris Wheeler. Fouls off. No, he didn't foul it off. He missed that one, and he's safe on a strikeout wild pitch. Well, he kept chasing the bad ones and finally got on base.
I think that's a ball that should have been caught or at least stopped by Berryhill. It was in the dirt, but it's one of those little short hops that are fairly routine. Fairly close play. The grip wasn't even on the bag.
Yeah, I don't know why he went off the bag, but I think Ricky would have been safe anyhow. Brings on Dave Hollins. He popped up his first time up. Another ball has come out of the stands, and center fielder Otis Nixon bringing it in.
He's probably complaining that somebody out there's throwing balls at him, I think. That's kind of a dumb thing to do. You could hurt.
Yeah, they'll have security up there to pinpoint where those baseballs are coming from the stands. Apprehend the offender.
You can see they're scrutinizing the crowd.
That's fouled out of play.
Phillies get 4 outs this inning, so see if they can cash in.
Jordan's not going to go anywhere. Stolen bases, not a part of Ricky's arsenal.
0 this year.
Well, let's check and see how many he has in his career. 10. He's forced at second base, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Andy Musser and Chris Wheeler join you in the 4th. At the end of 3, we're tied 2-2.
I know. Say we didn't get the package.
Martha!
Tom! Did you get our package?
Gee, it never got here.
Really?
Introducing tracking software from Federal Express.
It was delivered to your place at 9:22 a.m.
Ah! Probably stuck in the mailroom.
No, it was signed for by your partner, Brian.
Now you can track packages right from your computer on your desk.
Brian, are you there?
Oh, that package, Martha. We could negotiate a deal.
The emptiness syndrome also manifests itself in the workplace.
Here I am offering her a raise, and she doesn't want it.
I'm sorry, he's talking to himself right now. Causing conflict for Harry Weston and his nurse, Laverne.
I don't want you to see my hiney.
Well, it's not going to be a golden moment in my life either. Intimacy requires close observation. Watch it regularly.
Saturdays at 7:30 beginning October 2nd on PHL 17.
The Navy-Notre Dame game will be played this year right here at Veterans Stadium, Saturday, October 30th. It's a 12:10 start. This fun and exciting college football game sponsored by Super Pretzel Soft Pretzels, Herman's World of Sporting Goods, WOGL, and the Philadelphia Inquirer. The number for your tickets, 463-1000. We move to the 4th inning of an exciting ball game. It's tied 2-2. Fred McGriff, who has doubled and scored a run today, leads it off for Atlanta. Takes a strike on the outside corner. McGriff doubled just ahead of Dave Justice's home run for the 2 Atlanta runs in this game. Back to the mound. Schilling stops it on 1 hop. McGriff is out, 1 down in the 4th. Sharply hit, but right at Schill. The home run by Justice was one of those high towering shots to right center field.
He hits what you call majestic homers, this guy, because he has an uppercut swing. And when Dave Justice hits a home run, it's hardly ever a line drive homer. And he hits him out to center, he'll hit him out to left center, and they're usually way up in the air. He can stand and admire him for a long time.
It was his 38th. A little bit high, ball 1. He has been intentionally walked a dozen times this year, which is up among the league leaders.
Barry Bonds is running away with that.
Oh, yeah. You know, when you get a guy in the middle of a lineup that's a good overall lineup, you walk him intentionally, you're just asking for trouble because the other guys come through.
Sure.
You would think that the guy that would lead the league in intentional walks would be a player who wasn't surrounded by too much. And that's really not the case with Barry Bonds either.
Schilling got hurt last time with Justice when he hung a breaking ball in the middle of the plate. He's come after him with fastballs in this at bat.
Neither pitcher has walked a batter today. Both had excellent control. Now it's 3 balls and a strike on Justice.
Yeah, you don't like to get in these cripple situations with Justice too much. And that's what Schilling is in again. He made a good pitch to him 2-0. Now he has to come back 3-1. There's Pendleton on deck.
Schilling tying a shoelace.
Good time to think about it.
Outside, and there is the first base on balls. So Pendleton will be up, and Pendleton reached on an error by Stocker first time around. And he wound up stealing a base and getting to third on another error, but he did not score. So the Phillies committed 2 errors on him in the second inning, but it didn't hurt him. Phillies look for a double play. They've turned 1 today. Hit him in the back after bouncing in front of the plate. 1 strike on Pendleton. He got off to a really slow start this year. A lot of people were wondering whether Pendleton was really the same player that he'd been in years past, but he showed that he's certainly not washed up.
Yeah, when McGriff came over, he really started to perk up too. And McGriff picked up their whole offense because he took pressure off everybody. You get that kind of player in a trade to a team as good as Atlanta's almost wrong.
Setting up outside, but the pitch kind of jammed him a little bit. Fouled out of play.
Happy birthday to Suzanne Mack from Manioc, mom of Marty and Mike Miller, who work here at the ballpark, Panavision camera crew, and also to Jerry Hughes from Harrisburg, who's 84 today. That's Marty Miller right there. There he is. Manioc boys.
Just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Pendleton.
Schilling really wanted that when he posed a little bit after it. But Frank Pulley says no. Said it was high, and it was.
Play. Schilling has pitched with a lot of runners on base today. He was able to retire them in order in the first, but that's the only time he has done so. Well, we've come to expect that. We certainly saw that here yesterday as these 2 heavyweights just kept out slugging each other, and the Braves finally captured a 9-7 win in a very interesting game here yesterday. Foul away. The Braves, of course, cannot win the season series from the Phillies, but the Phils can if they win here today. It's 6-5 Phils' favor right now.
These 2 teams have had a lot of good games this year, which makes a lot of people hope they have a chance to play each other in 10 days because they go at each other really well. As you look at Bobby Cox, their skipper, and they're close games, and some of them are slugfest, and then you get the well pitch games. So they've really had a good variety this season.
Phillies, on the other hand, have not played the Giants well, and yet the Giants are not the same team today that they were back when the Phillies were playing them.
Right.
Got to look at the skippers, Bobby Cox and Jim Fregosi. Hard hit, foul ball. You got another thing going for you in this series are 2 excellent managers, 2 real veteran baseball guys, both of whom have managed in league championship series before.
When they're guys who have veteran teams and they leave them alone, you know, they're a very steadying influence on veteran players because they've been around the game a long time and nothing surprises them. I mean, they know how to handle players.
Pendleton foul tips and strikes out. Schilling's 6th strikeout, 2nd out of the inning.
Pitched Pendleton really tough, mostly hard stuff. And now it looks like he throws him a breaking ball. You know, it's a fastball. And he just foul tipped it. He was throwing almost all fastballs in that bat. I thought he might have taken something off that one.
Now he'll go to work on Berryhill. He struck him out the only time they met today. A 2-2 game in the 4th. Berryhill has started 2 games in the series. Greg Olson was the catcher in yesterday's game.
Get well wishes to Vera Strauss recuperating in Abington Hospital, watching the ball game today, and hope she feels better real soon.
Little high, 1 ball, 1 strike on Berryhill.
Braves have a good situation with Berryhill and Olson, two very fine catchers. Berryhill salvaged his career after serious shoulder problems when he was with the Cubs, and has turned back into a pretty good throwing catcher and a good defensive player. Olson's a very good receiver.
Bounce down the right field line, going to get into the corner. Let's see what Justice does on this. He's being held at third base. It's a double for Berryhill. Atlanta hit number 4, and they've got second and third with 2 outs.
That ball looked like it was going to stay in the corner, and Chamberlain had to go in and get it. Justice is a slow runner, so you knew it was going to take a perfect situation for them to be able to send him. And when you saw Chamberlain go into the corner, it was going to take too long, but he must have made a good play down there. We lost sight of him, and then I know he hit the cutoff man. And they're going to walk Lemke now to load him. It's a breaking ball that he hits, does Berryhill. Now see what happens. Now West, see, he had to go get it. Saw it didn't come out. It hit down there on that padding and stopped, and now Chamberlain had to hit the cutoff man Duncan, and he did.
Lemke, who is always a thorn in the side of the Phillies, will receive the walk here, and anybody who's followed the Phillies and the Braves this year cannot argue with this.
No, and not only is he a thorn in the side of the Phillies, Andy, but he hits Schilling hard.
Well, Schilling used to talk about the fact that Lemke wore him out in the minor leagues too.
Yeah, and Fregosi does not like the walk hitters. I mean, you're only in the 4th inning of a game, but the two things are coming into play here on Lemke, that he not only hurts the Phillies, but he hurts this particular pitcher. And the manager, of course, knows that.
And a pitcher now who is not an automatic out either, but certainly your percentages are a lot better. Avery is batting at 169. He does have a lot of doubles, though. Of his 12 hits this year, 4 are doubles. And he's driven in 5 runs as a result of that. So he comes up with the bases loaded. 2 outs, and we're talking about a key batter in this ball game right here. Avery fly to left. Strike.
Braves not only have terrific pitchers, but they're good athletes and they're good hitters. Smoltz, Avery, Maddox, all really help themselves. And Glavine. All 4 of them are good.
On the corner again. Schilling puts 2 of them in a perfect spot.
So he's pitching Avery like he's Justice right now. I mean, there's a lot of respect here. He's thrown him 2 perfect pitches away.
It's respect for the situation. That's what it is. Just outside.
And he goes out there again.
Schilling trying to work out of yet another jam. Actually, there's been only 1 Brave left on base today, but there have been a lot of runners out there. Struck him out to end the inning. And the Phillies preserve the 2-2 tie.
On the next, Cobra.
Dad was taking payouts from the mob?
His father's mob ties have caught scandal by surprise.
You just made a big mistake.
But now, he's planning a few of his own.
The next ticket that gets punched is yours.
Michael Dudikoff, Cobra.
Tonight at 6 on PHL 17.
All right. Name the fast food restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Roy's. It's Roy's. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a 2-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for 50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
Now appearing, a well-equipped Dodge Shadow for around $10,000. Spirit, the lowest-priced 6-passenger car out there, around $12,100. Or own a Caravan, including air at no extra charge for under $15,100.
Good afternoon. I'm Neil Hartman. Let's check the pennant races for you. First in the National League, highly touted rookie Cliff Floyd just hit a 2-out, 2-run home run in the fourth. Expos have a 2-1 lead over the Mets, and they're in the bottom of the fourth. Magic number to start the day was 4 for the Phillies. San Diego, San Francisco, 4:05 this afternoon. In Toronto, 5 runs in the first for the Yankees. It's 6-1 in the fourth, and Dean Palmer has just hit a home run for Texas, but they trail Chicago 2-1. They're in the seventh inning. The White Sox magic number at 3 to start the day. It's 2-2. We go to the bottom of the fourth to Andy and Wheels.
All right, Neil, and here's Dalton to lead it off. He hit a wicked liner first time up, but it was caught by McGriff. He takes ball 1. We have a 2-2 tie. Dalton, Incaviglia, and Chamberlain to test out Avery. Low 2-0. Dalton not taking any days off these days. It's been a while since we've seen Todd Pratt. We probably won't see Todd except as a pinch hitter until the Phillies have it wrapped up.
Atlanta continues to place Dalton opposite field and pitch him away. One of the few teams we've seen do this all year, if not the only team.
And that pitch is fouled off the end of his bat, out of play. It's 2-2 on Darren. Dalton coming off a 3-hit game here yesterday.
There's that overshift on him. You see how far Otis Nixon's over and where Justice is. They claim to pull in the infield and to hit the other way in the outfield.
Comes in on him here but misses, and the count is full on Darren. Avery has not walked anybody. Dalton receives a lot of walks. He's third in the league with 111.
Got a pitch then.
Well, Dalton finished last year with 109 runs batted in. And right now he is sitting on 105. In the air to left field, but Gant will play it. Dalton is out, and they pitched him away, and he hit it away.
Pitch him away, play him away, and that's just what they're doing. There it is. Avery with a 3-2 fastball away. A perfect pitch on the outside part of the plate. And Dalton catches it on the end of the bat and hits a lazy fly ball to left.
Nice hand for Incaviglia, whose home run in the second inning tied the ball game. Inky now with 24 home runs, 88 runs batted in. Incaviglia's first home run since he pulled that calf muscle and had to sit out a few games. Ground ball hit the third. Pendleton plays it. And Incaviglia's out for the second out of the inning. The 93 Phillies home companion featuring Dykstra, Dalton, Incaviglia, and Kruk. All the rest of the Fightin' Phils will be released very soon. This 60-minute video follows this season from a unique behind-the-scenes look. A must for all fans. Here's the way you can reserve your copy. Call 215-463-1000 during normal business hours. Send a check or money order payable to the Phillies for $23.95. That includes shipping. Phillies home video, box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. Chamberlain was out on a ground ball to shortstop, and he misses a changeup. Strike 1 on West.
Happy anniversary to Mr. and Mrs. Edward Hallinan. Today is that's what's under that horse hide, huh? Or cowhide, or whatever it is. Yeah. That's what Todd Pratt does when he doesn't play. As you said, Andy, he hasn't played very long. For a long time.
Outside, a ball, 1-1. Well, they always called the baseball a horsehide, but I understand that it is now a cowhide. But that name doesn't fade from recognition. Here's a soft bouncer to third. Stays fair. Pendleton, tough play. He got it. No, he didn't either. They're saying McGriff was off the base. It looked like Fred had a pretty good shift going there, but they call him off the bag.
Yeah, he did a great job of deking Joe West, or trying to anyway. The throw is quick by Pendleton into the runner, so McGriff has to shift, and couldn't tell on that angle. Here you go. You get a better look here. Yep, that is really close to him dragging his toe across just as he catches it. Very, very close. Hard to tell.
That was scored as a single for Chamberlain. Or was it?
They haven't scored it yet, I don't think.
Stocker, the batter. It will be a single for Wes. In the dirt to Stocker. No advance by Chamberlain.
Nice block by Berryhill. He had a breaking ball earlier that bounced away from him on a wild pitch, and then there was one other wild pitch on a strikeout. So Avery's bouncing some balls up there today, and Berryhill's doing a pretty good job, or trying to anyway.
Stocker, that foul out that he hit into first time was a pretty good running play by McGriff. He was a long way down the right field line. Stocker went after that. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Avery really mixes them up. Fastball, very good breaking ball, and excellent straight change. And his fastball is in the high 80s to around 90. So he's not one of those cutesy left-handers out there.
There's a step off, yeah, and a good one.
He really has a good one. That's the first time we've seen it today.
He has 3 pickoffs this year.
He's come up and watching their games a lot on TV lately and saw that move that he has. And Phillies have it in their scouting reports, but it can still startle a base runner.
Stocker takes a strike, and it's 1-2 on Kevin.
Pretty clutch performer, Kevin Stocker, with his RBIs.
And a good daytime hitter. He's hitting .415 in the day games. There's the step off again.
Surprised he's used it on Chamberlain. I really thought he would save it for somebody that he thought was going to go in a base stealing situation, and that's not Wes Chamberlain necessarily.
You know, I know what you're saying, and you know, Wheels, I don't think he's given his best step-off move yet, though. He has shown the step-off as such, but not his best one. Oh, 2-2. Stocker committed an error today, but the Phillies survived it. Yesterday, they did not survive their errors. There were 3 in yesterday's game, leading to 2 unearned Atlanta runs, and of course, they won the game by 2, 9-7. Avery strikes him out on a changeup, the 3rd strikeout for Avery. No runs, 1 hit and 1 left, and through 4, it's a 2-2 game.
When Bob borrowed a lawnmower, all he got was short grass. When Bob borrowed hedge clippers, all he got was nice shrubs. When Bob borrowed a ladder, all he got was red shutters. When Bob borrowed a hose, all he got was wet. But when Bob borrowed money, he got indispensable banking services. The Mellon PSFS Smart Accounts. The package accounts for people who borrow as well as save.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal Choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
Genuine and true, it keeps on spinning and you always come through, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud, Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud.
Well, here's how they scored in the first inning. The Phillies got a run on an RBI single by Ricky Jordan following Lenny Dykstra's hit, and then David Justice, a 2-run home run for Atlanta. Pete Incaviglia came back to tie it with a leadoff home run in the second inning. Good ball game. That's where we stand, 2-2, Andy.
And a guy you worry about, Otis Nixon, to lead it off here. Chances are if you get him out, the inning might not be too bad. If you don't, you're in trouble right from the get-go. Today, he has struck out and singled. The time he singled, of course, they got the double play ball from Blauser. with Stocker cheating over, and the ball went right to him. 12 games with at least 7 strikeouts for Schilling, who, by the way, is coming off his career high of 11, accomplished here Monday when he beat Florida.
Well, Schilling is a power pitcher. He gets a lot of strikeouts. He'll throw home run balls, too, as he's done today.
Fouled away by Nixon.
Send happy 63rd birthday wishes along to Kathy Gibberson's father. Got a letter here wishing him a happy birthday and no name. But you know who you are, sir. Happy birthday.
Strike 2 called. Let's pause for station identification. The Phillies Television Network.
You're watching Phillies baseball on WPHL-TV, Philadelphia.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Nixon, and a 2-2 game. He fouls that one off.
Phillies really overshipped Otis Nixon with 2 strikes on him. I think Cavilla is playing him like a pitcher. Look where he is. Over near the line and left, and Dykstra over that way, too. Nixon just slaps at the ball when he gets behind the count. And he slaps at it for the most part anyway, left-handed.
And it's one of those days, if the ball gets on that carpet out there, which is wet, it will scoot just a little low, and a full count on Nixon. So important to keep him off the bases.
Yeah, you almost want to just throw him a fastball here and take your chances. He's done pretty well in this series, and when he's on base, as Andy says, he's going to run.
He walks. So Nixon is aboard. That's the 3rd walk issued by Schilling. 1 was intentional. And now he knows he's going to have to keep him close.
Schilling really overthrew that pitch, too. He was trying to aim it almost, knowing far, you know, just what you're talking about. I don't want to walk this guy, and he did.
Well, Blauser is 0 for 2 today. Grounded to third and then grounded to short into a double play. He actually hit that one up the middle, but Stocker was cheating that way with Nixon running, and the Phillies had an easy double play. I mean, Blauser was out at first by 30 feet. Nixon goes, pitches high, tough one to throw, and stolen base number 46 for Otis. 4th steal of the series.
He stole that one on Schilling. I mean, Schilling does not go over on the first pitch. He reads him perfectly, and he is gone. No chance, even with a good throw.
So a walk's as good as a double.
With Otis Nixon, it is, sure.
Stocker had to make sure he just caught the ball rather than worrying about even applying a tag. 1-0 on Blauser. Otis is a force, and of course, late in the game, if they need a guy to lead off an inning, they got Deion Sanders in the dugout ready to bring him out, which they did yesterday. Jammed him. High in the air, foul. Hollins and Stocker. Stocker takes charge and makes the play.
That was really a poor at bat by Blauser, and especially from a guy that you expect more from if you're the Atlanta Braves. He's very good at handling the bat in the 2-hole, hitting it the other way. But he was looking for something. He had that bat head going and jammed himself and hit that pop up to the left side.
So a wasted out from Atlanta's point of view because Nixon is not advanced, and the batter now will be Gant.
Darren Dalton just went out to talk to Schilling. Duncan's a cover man back there, and what they're talking about is don't let him get off second base now, because they didn't get him over, so don't let him steal third. You know, take a look back there.
Gant has been handled today. 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. That's a pop-up. There may be a play. Jordan over. No, just off the end of his, he didn't get any leather on it, but it was just out of his reach. I mean, less than a foot.
He reached into that camera well over there and almost came up with it.
Look how close this is. One strike on Gant. Phillies and the Braves 2-2, each team with 4 hits.
Gant's become a lot better breaking ball hitter, but you can still get him with a good breaking pitches away. You get it down.
Hard hit, but right to Hollins. He's got Nixon. Got him. Nixon is out. That'll be a fielder's choice and a good trade for the Phillies.
Yeah, Otis Nixon, bad base running on his part, and a good play by Hollins as he sees him coming and made him run out of the base path. I don't know whether he tagged him or not, but he certainly ran out of the base path. Here's Hollins. He takes a look. Now here comes Nixon. It looked like he might have tagged him.
I believe he did.
Yeah. But he's out baseline. With the bear, you don't like, the fielder doesn't like to do that either because the ball could come loose too easily. But Hollins had to do it that way.
Now McGriff with a runner at first and 2 outs. McGriff has doubled and hit one back to the mound. A ball. Fred McGriff in this series is 2 for 9.
I don't know what Otis Nixon was thinking then.
Just being a little bit too aggressive.
Maybe he was thinking he was going to, probably what he was going to do is run after Hollins threw it. But, he got himself to the point where he was running and Hollins hadn't even come close to throwing, and he's telling Pendleton what he did.
Ooh, is right. Had a good rip.
Oh, that's McGriff's wheelhouse right there. He lets go of that bat, too. I mean, you see those home runs Fred McGriff hit, and it always seems like he's got the bat in one hand when he's finished swinging, and he does, but when he makes contact, he's got him on there. But he lets go of it real fast.
That's high. 2 balls and a strike on McGriff, who since joining Atlanta is batting .337. He was eligible to play his final games for the Padres against the Phillies, but he sat out that series when the Phillies were in San Diego right after the All-Star break with a muscle pull on his side. There goes Gant. Swing and a miss. Dalton's throw. Got him. Gant is out for just the 9th time this year. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-2.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold is so good it deserves its own special size, like tangy barbecue, baked beans, garden rice, macaroni and cheddar cheese, and hot cornbread muffins.
And when you hurry into KFC now, you can get a plump and juicy quarter chicken, plus 2 small side dishes and a warm cornbread muffin, all for this revolutionary price. Mouth-watering meal, irresistible deal. It's a whole new spin on delicious.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold. We do chicken right.
Ben Franklin cheesesteaks, Mike Schmidt tasty cakes at the Shore Boathouse Row. Weekends in the Poconos. We've been through everything you've been through. We've grown up proud and strong like you. We know what you want your bank to do. Core States Banks, you know us and we know you. Core States Banks, you know us and we know you.
Don't you have anything to fit me?
No offense, Mr. Jones, but you are a little on the small side.
I need more choices.
Harry, give me those genuine yellow pages. Look, choices. Italian, Greek, Chinese. You want more?
Those are restaurants.
That's right. You put some meat on those bones and come back and see us.
9 out of 10 use it.
Mr. Matterhorn!
The genuine New Jersey Bell yellow pages from Bell Atlantic.
Are you losing weight?
Back here at Veterans Stadium, Andy Musser with Chris Wheeler as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 2-2 tie. Pitcher Kurt Schilling leads it off for the Phils. 0 for 1. It was a ground ball to second. Takes a strike from Steve Avery. Schilling in the top of the order, Dykstra and Duncan. Phillies have had somebody on base in every inning, hits in every inning but the 3rd. Foul ball. 0-2 on Schilling, who has 11 hits this year, including a double.
It's been a game, Andy, where 2 good pitchers have had to escape from some trouble today, and they have both had to pitch out of some problems and have done that.
Schilling strikes out. That's number 4 for Avery. And 1 down in the inning. Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 brought to you in part by Budweiser. Fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By your local Quality Plus Ford dealer. Now is the time to save big on the best-selling cars and trucks in America. AT&T, because you're not the same as anybody else, there's the I plan. Dykstra today has doubled and lined to left, scoring a run. Out of play. That's the first run that Lenny has scored in this series, the one he scored in the first inning today. Trying to become the first player in National League history to lead the league in at-bats and walks. Only one player in Major League history has done it. It was done in the American League by Bert Shotton. One. One ball and 2 strikes.
Dykstra's hit some curveballs hard off Avery today, but that was a good one. He just threw him there. That one really had some tumble to it, and he swung over it.
Well, he's had some luck with Avery.
Who's that, Sean Bradley?
Yeah. Lenny is 4 for 9 in his career off Avery, which is a great record off any pitcher, and particularly a left-hander. Inside, it's 2-2. Avery pitching on 3 days rest. Braves are off tomorrow, so they moved up their rotation so the Phillies would look at their best. Although Greg Maddux did not pitch in the series.
Yeah, really, Merker would have pitched yesterday. They'd have stayed in their normal rotation.
Inside, ball 3. And of course, Merker did pitch briefly yesterday, but that was in relief. Merker faced one batter. Gave up a hit.
For a long time, Pete Smith was their 5th starter. Then he had some problems, and Merker's been in that role for a while.
Foul out of play. Still 3-2 on Lenny. Yes, Smith had some shoulder problems and went on the DL and never got his starting spot back again. Smith has been pitching good baseball for them in relief, and he is hopeful that he will be added to the playoff roster. He is eligible because he was on the DL. And the Braves have some decisions to make as to their playoff roster. Marvin Freeman is in that same category. Last year, there's ball 4. Lenny, who leads the league in walks, gets his 125th. And the first batter walked by Avery today.
Avery either thought that was a strike, Andy, or he was thinking, how can he take that pitch? Look how close that is. I mean, that might be a strike. It might not have been. You know, I don't know. I mean, it looked like it could have been on the outside corner. I think Avery thought it was a strike, and obviously Bobby Cox did.
Here's Duncan. Mariano has struck out and grounded to third.
3-2 curveball, and you know, that can freeze a hitter.
Well, you say, talking about the Braves pitching, last year Bobby Cox elected to go with 10 pitchers for the playoffs. And of course, you've got a day off popping up twice in the playoffs. So really an 11-man pitching staff doesn't seem to be necessary.
No, Fergosi's already said that if the Phillies were to get there, he wants 10 pitchers.
Avery stops it. He's going to make the play to first. Dykstra had gone too quickly and no infielder had covered. So what looked like a double play one hopper turns out to be just one out.
It was the infielder's fault, or else Avery misread the timing on the play. With Duncan hitting, probably the shortstop has to cover because they think about right field with him. Now Avery's ready to go, and in his opinion, there's nobody there. See, Blauser's going to be the cover guy. I think he could have thrown it. I think Blauser was there if he throws it to the bag and lets him come to it. Avery decided not to. Phillies catch a break on that.
Boy, I guess. Let's see if the Phillies can take advantage, because that was a double play one hopper. Jordan is 1 for 2 today. He is singled and struck out. Here's a bouncer to Blauser. He'll have the play at first. And throws high, but in time for the out. And the Phillies go in the 5th. This ball game remains 2-2.
Together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud
I remember last year, honey, when we were moving.
Right.
Well, she called us and said if we put both our new house and car policies with her, we could save money.
Well, we have so many choices at Nationwide, and my job is to make you aware of your options.
She was always there with an answer.
That's the way we're trained, to be very knowledgeable and to be there when people really need you the most. And that's important.
Agents like Margaret are Nationwide.
Nationwide is on your side.
93 clearance time is on at your Hyundai dealer. And up to $2,000 factory cash back makes it the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Right now, you can get into a sleek new Elantra for as low as $86.49. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And that's not all, because you'll get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in now for the best selection of models and colors during 93 clearance time.
Well, after 5, it's a good one. 2-2 ball game. There you see the pitchers, what they've done so far. Both of them have given up 4 hits and 2 runs. Kurt Schilling has struck out 7. Avery struck out 4. And Avery just 1 walk. Schilling's walked 3, but 1 of them intentional. Advertises good pitching, and it's been just that, Andy.
It's been a great ball game, and we just had some fun here at the Vet where the Fanatic cycle was just given away, and the Fanatic is broken-hearted.
Yep, Fan Appreciation Day, and that turned out to be one of the prizes. So he has to walk off the field as Danny DiMuzio from the ground crew drove the cycle off, and the Fanatic is cycleless.
Probably get a new one by opening day, I would imagine. McGriff might even turn up with one here in the playoffs. Wouldn't you think? McGriff was at the plate when Gant was caught stealing to end the 5th inning. We're in a 2-2 tie now in the 6th. Foul away. Ball and a strike on this tough batter who has doubled and grounded back to the mound. Popped him up. Stocker's play. 1 out. Get McGriff on a pop-up. Doing a good job.
McGriff has not really hurt the Phillies in this series. I mean, the double that he hit his first time up should have been caught. So he has not been a problem, but at any moment he can hurt you.
If you missed your chance this year, make sure you're on board next season with Phillies season tickets. Many different plans to choose from. Partial plans, of course, to fit any schedule. And you have special benefits when you are a season ticket holder, including the option to purchase postseason tickets. Call 463-5000 for information. Here's another pop-up. They're going to get Justice on an infield fly. Duncan squeezes right back to the mound. 2 outs. 2 pretty good hitters. McGriff and Justice have just popped up. That's about 600 feet worth of outs right there.
Schilling's ball moves a lot, and when you get these big left-handed hitters like the Braves have, you know, if his ball's moving, they're uppercutting on his fastball, and if they don't get it just right, they're going to hit balls in the air that way.
Pendleton, he has reached on an error by Stocker and struck out 0 for 2. He has a stolen base. For a strike on Pendleton. Probably the oddest thing that happened all year in baseball was Pendleton walking off the field one game. He got disgusted with what was going on out there, and he just took a hike, and he knew himself after he'd done it that it was wrong, that it's just not something you do.
Well, that was back in Cincinnati when he felt that a player had been thrown at and their pitchers were not retaliating.
The 1-1 to Pendleton. Ground ball hit the opposite way. Hollins bobbles it. Pendleton safe. Probably be an error on Hollins. Ball hits sharply the opposite way. Pendleton reaches for an error on an error for the 2nd time.
Take a look at it. And it hit the front of the cutout a little bit and took a funny hop, but of course you have to score that an error. And Hollins knows he's got to try and handle that ball, but it did not take a true hop.
The Phillies have survived 2 earlier errors. That's their 3rd today. And with 2 outs, you hope that they can survive this one.
Well, their defense is shaky. There's no doubt about it. It's something that they know can hurt you in close ball games. You just can't give good teams a lot more than 3 outs in an inning very often and get away with it.
Ball one to Berryhill, who was struck out and doubled. The Braves catchers have had some big hits in this series. Olson had a double yesterday and drew a couple of walks. Berryhill had a hit in Friday night's ball game. The only inning in the game where the Braves went out in order was back in the first. So Schilling has pitched with a lot of men on base. Braves have stranded 4 runners so far. Foul tip, chased the high one.
You want to stay away from the middle of the plate into Damon Berryhill, because he looks to pull the ball when he's hitting left-handed especially.
Mets are ahead of Montreal in the 5th inning by a run, and the bases are loaded. Only 1 out in the inning.
And Eddie Murray up, and few players have hit more slams than Eddie Murray.
Stop. Time was called before the pitch. Pitch doesn't count.
There's Frank Pulley yelling, "Stop, hold it up." Does good job.
Two balls and 2 strikes on Berryhill. In the air, but foul and out of play. Collins over, but no chance. Berryhill remains alive. The Braves catching situation is not strictly a platoon we were talking about earlier. He and Greg Olson share the job, but a lot of times they share it based on who's pitching. Although even that has broken down a little bit as the season has gone on. There was a time earlier in the year when they were each assigned various pitchers.
There's Olson. Pretty good player on the bench beside him, too, that doesn't play anymore, named Sid Bream, and has not caused any problems after McGriff came over. The consummate team player.
Become a very good pinch hitter for them. There he goes. Pitches low. Safe. The second stolen base for Pendleton, who had only 3 all year and picks up 2 today.
Kevin Stocker's arguing with Darling, and he never argues with anybody. Pendleton's dead on this. Ball beats him. They said he took the throw up front and missed the tag. Throw he is up front. Oh, he's out.
Got him on the back of the leg.
Jeez. No wonder he argued. Oh, yeah, he's definitely out. However, he's not.
He's on second base with 2 outs. Bolton sets up outside. Pitch is outside, but not by much. It's a full count. Schilling trying to catch the corner on Berryhill, just missed.
Boy, the Phillies have had two close plays in this inning. Now that pitch, which was really close, and the play at second base was ruled safe. Here's the pitch. See why he wanted it.
Ball 4. Berryhill walks. Walk number 4 for Schilling. And Mark Lemke, his nemesis, coming to the plate.
Yeah, you can't walk him this time.
No.
Well, you can't. You say you now if the base were open, you'd walk it, but with first and second, you don't.
Give you the numbers on Lemke. He's 0 for 1 today, so that makes him 4 out of 7 this year off Schilling, and 8 for 16 lifetime with 2 home runs.
That's one of those things when people say to you, well, why not? I don't know. They just don't do it.
Years ago, they used to do it. In fact, years and years ago in baseball, they walked a batter with the bases loaded because they feared the guy, feared him more than the guy coming up.
Right.
Give him a run.
Well, as you pointed out, Andy, this Mark Lemke does wear out Schilling.
Today he has struck out and was walked intentionally once. 2 on and 2 out. Game still tied 2-2 in the 6th. Schilling gets it over. When Lemke struck out, he struck out looking. Remember Schilling sitting on the bus one day, going to the ballpark in Atlanta, talking about the way that Lemke killed him in the minor leagues. A little dribbler in front of the plate, barehanded by Schilling, gets him out. Harry and Rich return in the 7th. It's a 2-2 game.
I ordered pepperoni and onions on this pizza. I can't taste them. I can't even see them. They're just got small.
Small.
Small? How small?
Very small.
Very small?
Very, very small.
That small? Infinitely small.
Want big toppings? Really big? Try the new chunky style pizza from Pizza Hut. It's got big chunks of meat and vegetables for taste you can actually see.
Hey, I don't believe it. I see one. Where? Hey. Just kidding.
For taste you can see, it's the new chunky style pizza from Pizza Hut.
Now get 5 great-tasting breadsticks delivered for just $1.49.
Murphy, that package you sent to Denver, it never got there.
What?
Introducing tracking software from Federal Express.
It was picked up at 5:20 last night, and it was delivered at 9:42 a.m. and signed for by Kate Donovan. Shall I call her for you, sir?
Never mind.
Now you can track packages right from your computer on your desk.
The 93s are going, and soon will be gone at Dearden Buick in Langhorne. Dearden Buick has a huge inventory of 93 Buicks, specially priced to move quickly. Get your new Buick at Dearden, where you can beat the high overhead prices of the mega dealers. There's more to Langhorne than Riegman and McCafferty. There's Dearden Buick. Shop and compare. If you price a Buick, you'll buy a Buick at Dearden Buick. Visit their 50-car climate-controlled showroom on Route 1 in Langhorne.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. The Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. And by Nationwide Insurance. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide agent in Hatboro is Marshall Alou. Dave Hollins leads off the 6th for the Phillies in a 2-2 ball game. Hollins is 0 for 2 today, having popped up and grounded into a force out. Hollins, Dalton, and Incaviglia in the 6th. Hollins with a bunt try, but it's a foul ball. Avery has pitched with a lot of base runners today. The Phillies have had runners in every inning and have left 4 on base.
Well, we talked about Eddie Murray. Nobody's hit more slams than Eddie Murray, or not many players have, I mean. Well, he didn't hit it. Jeff Kent did.
But it was hit, and the Mets lead 7-2.
Yep. Hit that off Ken Hill.
1 strike pitch to Hollins. Breaking ball misses. It's 1-1.
That just lit the place up between innings when they showed that on Fan Division. Showed Kent hitting the home run. So the players are well aware of what just happened.
Dave Hollins has a 6-game hitting streak. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Brad Brink doing a little work on his own down in the bullpen. Fouled away by Hollins. Steve Avery making his 34th start. He is 6th in the league in starts. Only 1 lifetime win against the Phillies. 1-3 lifetime. Strike called, and Hollins is gone. Strikeout number 5 for Avery, which is only 1 short of his season's high.
Well, Avery pitches inside, too, to both left and right-handed batters. He stayed away from Dave, and then he came in with a fastball. Hollins thought it was inside, maybe low.
But the call goes to the pitcher, who now has to face Dalton. Darren has lined out to first, a real seed, and he's also flied out to left. On the corner, a strike. Dalton coming off a 3-hit game here yesterday. Curveball misses. Dalton and Hollins are the two Phillies who have the most hits off the Braves this year. As we check out Schill, who always has his water bottle with him. They each have a dozen hits off the Braves this year. So that averages out to a hit a ball game because this is the 12th meeting of the Phillies and the Braves. Little nubber, but it goes foul. That makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dalton.
See, the shadows are starting to creep out now, too, late in the year. As you look at Dave Hollins on the Phillies bench, and it'll get tougher and tougher for the hitters now as the afternoon goes along. It's not real bright here this afternoon, but it's still bright enough that the shadows could play a part in the ball game before it's over.
Something that we thought we would be troubled with yesterday with a 3 o'clock start, but it never happened because it was overcast yesterday. And in fact, the last couple of innings of yesterday's game were played in a drizzle, and by the end, almost a real rain. 3-2 pitch, walked in. Darren Daulton with his 112th walk. Only the second given up by Avery. Daulton third in the league in receiving free passes.
Incaviglia, the batter, Andy, and he got a high fastball that he hit out early in the game. And you would think that Avery will probably stay away from him a little bit more now. You know, maybe throw him breaking ball or change up.
Incaviglia with his 24th home run. First time he was up there. The last time up, he grounded out to third. In the dirt, breaking ball missed. Incaviglia's career high in home runs was 30. That was his first year in the big leagues with Texas back in '86. He hit 30. He hit 27 the following year, and he hit 24 with Texas in '90.
88 runs batted in for Incaviglia, 97 hits. What a year he's had.
Well, his career high there is 88. That was also his first year. So he's got that right now. He's just tied that with his home run today.
See, he's not getting the fastball to hit that he wants, which we talked about before he came up, that Avery might be a little more careful about throwing him any fastballs, or maybe trying to get him out or get ahead with something else before he throws. And Incaviglia just checking, swinging on a breaking ball.
Pete asking for time.
Berryhill's mask fell off.
Avery keeps the ball in the glove, then grabs it as he goes into the windup. Breaking ball or a changeup.
Yeah, see, he's not giving in to him this time. Incaviglia hurt him early on with a high fastball, and in this at bat, all off speed. Here's that great straight change that he throws down and away. And Pete saw fastball when it left his hand, and obviously it wasn't.
Avery does not give up many home runs. The one that Inky hit today was only the 13th surrendered by him, and he's worked well over 200 innings. So strikeout number 6 for Avery, that ties his season's high. This is the 6th time he has struck out 6.
Boy, he pitched him tough.
The hitter now, Chamberlain. West today has grounded to short, picked up an infield hit. The ball went down the third base side. That was the one where Pendleton got it over to McGriff, who shifted on the bag, but they didn't get the call. Bedrosian, yesterday's winner. Stanton, the left-hander.
Avery is due to lead off the 7th inning, and he's working on 3 days rest.
Chamberlain knocked down by Avery. Makes the play, and the Phillies are out. No runs, no hits, and 1 left, and we go to the 7th in a 2-2 game.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new personal choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most, their freedom. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.
This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best.
new cars were introduced for 1993. Many feel these are some of the best cars ever built. But in the end, only one could become the best-selling new car nameplate in the country. The Nissan Altima. Still starting at $13,000. And right now, your local Nissan dealers are clearing out the 93s. Save up to $2,000 with factory-to-dealer incentives on the rest of the award-winning Nissans.
The Fightin' Phils take on their cross-state rivals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30, only on PHL 17.
You're watching Philadelphia's movie station, PHL 17.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 2 and Atlanta 2. Tonight at 7, Reno hunts down a convicted killer who escaped from prison on Renegade right here on PHL 17. 7th inning, a 2-2 ball game. Both pitchers giving up early runs and then shutting them down the rest of the way. Deion Sanders will come out and bat for Avery, so Avery will leave the game. He pitched well. 6 strong innings. Threw 100 pitches, coming back with just 3 days rest. So Deion Sanders will bat, and Kent Merker is up in the Atlanta bullpen. Sanders hitting at .279. He's been an excellent pinch hitter, 12 for 26, including a home run.
Started yesterday's rally for the Braves late in the game with an infield single.
1 ball and no strikes. Two and nothing. Birthday wishes to Ashley Rook. Her dad, the mayor of Williamstown, New Jersey. Ashley, her 13th. Fouls it off the top of the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just missing. It's 3-1. Fouls that one over the screen.
Helped Schilling there. He went after a high pitch.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Deion Sanders.
That shadow has to bother the hitters a little bit. It's about halfway between the plate and the mound.
Jammed him, and he fouls it out of play. Still 3-2. Is aboard with a walk. 5th walk given up by Schilling. He's stolen 19 bases, Sanders. He's been thrown out 7 times, and the batter will be Otis Nixon. Nixon probably will bunt here unless they go to straight steal. He has struck out, singled, and walked.
Hard to believe that none of those walks so far have hurt Schilling. One of those was a leadoff walk to Otis Nixon, who also stole a base, but they still got him out on a run down.
He's around a bunt. Schilling's pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Ball gets through Dalton. Sanders had started and stopped. Then Dalton was firing out, and it's a wild pitch.
Yeah, Dalton was going out for a pitch out, I believe. Yeah, Dalton was firing out of there for a pitch out and went right between Pulley's legs. That'll be a, I think it'll be a wild pitch.
It is. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to Otis Nixon. He drags the ball, gets by Schilling. That'll be a hit. Sanders will hold at third. Good bunt by Nixon. A bunt single, and Braves have runners at first and third.
Now Schilling, all he did was change directions on the ball. Jordan was right there. If you're gonna go after that, you know, of course he tried to catch it and he thought he could catch it. It was right off the end of his mitt, and now he's in a lot of trouble. 2 speedsters on the bases with nobody out. And the heart of the Braves order coming up.
Jeff Blauser is grounded out, grounded into a double play, and fouled out. Phillies for the first time today have bullpen activity. David West and Larry Anderson are up. So the Brave runners are at first and third and nobody out.
Infield is back.
They'll trade a run for a double play ground out. 1 ball and no strikes. Schilling did not walk anybody until the 4th inning, but now he has 5 walks. Foul back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner. 1-2. Missed a little bit wide with his slider. It's 2-2. Nixon, no throw. It'll be a stolen base for Otis Nixon. His 2nd of the game, his 47th of the year.
His 5th of this series.
And it's a full count to Blauser. Phillies will keep the infield back with the runners at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. Ron Gant due up next. Pops a foul, back and out of play. Still 3-2.
Again, fought off a pretty good slider there that was flirting with the outside corner.
Line drive over the head of a leaping Duncan and into right field. 2 runs will score, and the Braves lead it by a score of 4-2. 2 runs, single by Jeff Blauser.
Still nobody out. That ball was almost caught by Duncan. I mean, that was so close. I'll bring Jim Fregosi out, and he's going to David West. It would appear. No, that's Larry Anderson. The pitch to Gant.
So Kurt Schilling will leave here in the 7th inning. Braves lead it by a score of 4-2. Pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 7th, and we'll be back after these messages.
Hey, that package you sent to Denver, it never got there.
What?
Introducing tracking software from Federal Express.
It was picked up at 5:20 last night, and it was delivered at 9:42 a.m. and signed for by Kate Donovan. Shall I call her for you, sir?
Never mind.
Now you can track packages right from your computer on your desk.
It's like having a Phillies ticket window come right to your home. Call 463-1000 and reserve your tickets in advance. No rushing, no waiting, no hassle. 463-1000. It's like having a Phillies ticket window right in your home.
We're in the 7th inning. It's 4-2 Atlanta. Travel arranged through U.S. Air with daily nonstop service to Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Seattle. To the West Coast, U.S. Air begins with you.
Look how close Duncan came to getting this ball just over the glove.
Game of inches.
Couldn't quite get up there.
So Blauser, who had not had a real good series, knocks in 2 runs. He now has 70 runs batted in. Schilling out, and Larry Anderson is in. Anderson's 61st game, 3 wins, 2 losses, 2.93 ERA. 58 in the 3rd innings, 52 hits and 19 earned runs, 62 strikeouts and 21 walks. He'll be facing Ron Gant here with Blauser at first and nobody out in the 7th.
So the leadoff walk finally hurt Schilling. And the bunt play that was just off the end of his glove. And the line drive that was just off the end of Duncan's glove.
Here's Gant. He's 0 for 3, has struck out twice and hit into a fielder's choice. Or 2, Braves lead here in the 7th. Check swing foul. 1 strike to Gant.
Gant's been frustrated at the bat today. Struck out his first 2 times. Chasing some bad pitches. And the pitchers have made some pretty good pitches on him.
Wide, it's 1-1. it back, a ball and 2 strikes.
Had a pitch to hit there. Slider that got a good piece of the plate. Almost the same pitch he hit out of the park yesterday off Roger Mason.
One ball, 2 strikes. Slider missing, 2-2.
Gant's leaning over the plate now. Once in a while when hitters do that, Anderson will try to bust a pitch inside.
Nailed to deep right center field. Chamberlain makes the catch, though, in front of the track, and Blauser will go back to first. Well, hit by Gant, but caught by Chamberlain. That's out number 1. It'll bring up Fred McGriff, and it'll bring out Jim Fregosi. Will go to the left-hander David West. So with McGriff and Justice scheduled to bat, West will be summoned from the bullpen. Pitching change for the Phils here in the 7th. 4-2 Braves. Back after these messages.
It's often taken for granted, yet it's as precious as the very air we breathe. It's called freedom. And it's what inspired Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield to create the new Personal Choice, a health plan that offers people the low costs of an HMO without asking them to give up what they value most. Their freedom. Personal Choice. The health plan that controls costs, not people.
It was for immigrants and their children and their dreams. It was for families. For new beginnings. And today, there's still just one reason why we always do our best. It's for you. Mellon PSFS.
David West appearing in his 74th game. He's won 6, lost 4, 3 saves, 2.88 ERA. 84 1/3 innings of work, 60 hits and 27 earned runs. He struck out 83 while walking 47. 2 of his 4 losses have come against the Atlanta Braves. And he'll be facing Fred McGriff here with Blauser at first and 1 out, 2 runs across. West has set a record for appearances in a season for a left-hand pitcher, breaking the mark previously held by Don Carmen. West's 74th game. Breaking ball and a foul. Only Mike Jackson of San Francisco has pitched in more games than West. Jackson's been in the 75. Missing with the breaking ball. Bottom of the 7th now at Shea, and the Mets lead Montreal 7-2. Jeff Kent a slam in that game. 2 balls and a strike.
Mets win would reduce the magic number, but the Phillies would like to take another one off that today. They are. They're going to come from behind.
Missing with the breaking ball. It's 3-1. Missed with that one. Walked him. So the Braves have 2 men on base and 1 out for David Justice, who has hit a 2-run homer, walked, and popped up. Two runs across, 2 men on base, 1 out. One ball and no strikes. Missing 2-0.
Well, Fregosi did not bring West in to walk the 2 left-hand batters. He, of course, walked one and is behind on the other one. Fregosi wants to keep this game close if he can.
He's got Don Paul up in the bullpen, a right-hander. Johnny Padres goes to the bullpen phone. And a strike to Dave Justice. Nearly threw that one into center field. A good catch by Stocker.
That might be a good play to forget about. That pickoff play to second.
Two and one. Two balls and 2 strikes.
West is throwing hard. If he can locate the pitches, he's threw that one right by Justice.
Two and 2 to David Justice. Pops a foul back and out of play. Still 2 and 2. Full count. Terry Pendleton waiting on deck. Runners hold. It's high, ball 4. He walked him. That'll load the bases. And Jim Fregosi will come out. It's going to Frank Pulley, so he's going to make a double switch. Ruben Amaro will come out to play right field. And Don Paul will come in to pitch. Amaro will bat in the 9 spot. Paul in the 7th spot. Pitching change for the Phils. 4-2 Braves back after these messages.
Soon, you'll hear it. The best long-distance service is about to get even better. It's a breakthrough from AT&T Bell Labs, and it makes AT&T sound quality dramatically superior to any other long-distance company. So much clearer, closer, and more natural. Even 8 out of 10 people who don't have AT&T prefer it. AT&T True Voice, coming in the months ahead, free. Just another part of the iPlan.
All right. Name the fast food restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Roy's. It's Roy's. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a 2-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for 50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
John Paul is the Phillies' new pitcher. This will be his 6th game since coming over from the White Sox. He's won 1, lost none, an 0.82 ERA. 11 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. Paul throws a fork ball and also a changeup. Will show the fastball, and he has a breaking ball. So it's Don Paul in here with the bases loaded. 2 runs already in and 1 out. Paul is 31 years old, from Bloomingdale, Illinois. Went to the University of Illinois.
Well, Fregosi had to get a pitcher in there that would throw strikes. And that's why Paul's in there. Hitter really didn't have anything to do with this.
Terry Pendleton will be the batter. With 1 out and the bases loaded. Got him way out in front of that off-speed pitch. 0-1. Paul throws a lot of off-speed pitches. Pendleton was first ball fastball swinging.
Fork balls and split fingers. He throws them both.
Just missing 1-1.
I guess there's a difference in those pitches, but you split your fingers on both of them. It must be in the grip.
And throw the splitter a little harder. That's at the end of your fingertips, and the fork balls jam more between the fingers down in, so that's really an off-speed pitch. Two balls and a strike. Cued over the head of Paul, and they're not going to get anybody. An infield single, and the Braves now lead it 5-2. Bases still loaded. Nothing anybody could do about that one. Paul made a good pitch, but an infield hit for Pendleton.
Kind of an ugly inning with the walk, a base hit bunt. Blauser got a solid single to score 2 runs, but then 2 more walks and an infield single.
1 ball and no strikes to Berryhill. Berryhill has struck out, doubled, and walked. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Mets now lead Montreal 9-2 in the 7th inning at Shea. So the Phils could get some help from Dallas Green's troops today. Two balls and 2 strikes. It's been a long inning, so Ken Merker will start to warm again. He'll be the new pitcher coming in for Avery, who was pinch hit for in this inning. Deion Sanders started it all with a walk. Struck him out. With the good off-speed pitch, that's 2 down, and that'll bring on Mark Lemke.
Now watch this ball drop. Goes up there and then just bottoms out.
Braves have batted around here in the 7th. Lemke struck out, but intentionally walked and grounded out. Ground ball shortstop. Stocker to Duncan. Didn't get him. What great hustle by Terry Pendleton. Duncan a little bit slow to get to second base, and they did not get him.
That's careless. That is really careless, and it's cost at least another run. Yeah, that was called accurately by Gary Darling.
Be a fielder's choice and a run batted in. Stocker, I guess with Duncan playing deep, should have gone to first. All the second basemen should be there. At any rate, another run is in. And it's 6-2, and the guy that started this is a pinch hitter, gets the bat again. Deion Sanders. (6-2) Atlanta here in the 7th. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sanders. Ground ball grabbed by Jordan, and the inning is finally over. But not before the Braves put 4 on the board. They do it on just 3 hits. No Philly errors. They leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time of the bet. 6-2 Atlanta.
On Renegade, he was the heavyweight champion of the world. Now he's a wanted fugitive.
I want Marvin Montgomery, dead or alive.
But when Reno is put on the case...
You're asking me to go one-on-one with Marvin Montgomery?
He'll need all the help he can get.
You and me are going to do a little traveling.
To keep an innocent man alive.
No, Marvin!
Don't miss the next Renegade.
Tonight at 7 on PHL 17.
Inky, Izzy, The Wild Thing, Patty, Dutch, Dude, The Crucker, and friends. Request the pleasure of your company at Veterans Stadium in 1994. Season ticket plans range from full season to as few as 13 games. For more information, call 463-5000.
Why Today's Man? Incredible savings on everything every day.
My husband was paying almost twice as much for suits.
Same quality, same label, for a lot less. I got this pure wool pinstripe at least $350 anywhere else. At Today's Man, $200.
Buy anywhere else, you're throwing money away.
Every price tag's a pleasant surprise.
Dress shirt, $20. All cotton pinpoint. I'll never spend $37 again. You wait for department store sales. I'll go to Today's Man.
Today's Man, the menswear superstore.
Hello, I'm Dick Vermeil. Is there a recipe for good health? Yes. Experts recommend you eat at least 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. Fruits and vegetables are naturally low in fat, contain no cholesterol, and are high in fiber. Remember, 5 a day for better health.
Dave Justice, a 2-run homer in the second inning to put the Braves ahead 2-1. Incaviglia tied it with a solo homer in the second inning. Of course, the big hit in this last inning at the top of the 7th, Blauser's 2-run single. Blauser's 4th run batted in the series. The Phillies pitching 7 walks today, 1 intentional, and 20 in the series. That is really a lot of walks, and they have hurt.
Kevin Stocker leads it off, facing Ken Merker, 1-0. Merker on for Steve Avery. For Merker, this is his 43rd game. He's had 6 starts, 3 wins, 1 loss, a 2.95 ERA. He's worked 64 innings, given up just 51 hits, 21 earned runs, 56 strikeouts, 35 walks. He's fallen behind Stocker 2-0 here. Got that one over, 2-1. George Brett always did have the flair for the dramatic, didn't he? Announced his retirement yesterday and just hit a 3-run home run. For the Royal fans.
Might give him second thoughts about retiring.
Full count. Struck him out. 1 down here in the 7th. It'll bring up Ruben Amaro. Ruben batting for the first time, came in as a part of a double switch. He's hitting a .349. Batting .500 right-handed, .118 left-handed. Coming off a good year at Scranton Wilkes-Barre, in which he hit .292. One ball and no strikes.
That big a gap between hitting right-handed and left-handed, you might think that a guy might want to hit right-handed all the time. 382 points difference.
2 balls and no strikes. Berryhill goes out to talk to Merker. Fell behind Stocker 2-0 also, but came back to get him. $57,588 to paid attendance. Phillies 8th sellout this year. Phillies paid attendance for the season, 3,137,674. Ruben works a walk. He's a one-out base runner. Phillies need base runners, trailing 6-2 here, and Lenny Dykstra will be the batter.
Eighth sellout. And the first time ever the Phillies have sold out 3 straight. Of course, that was this weekend. Bobby Cox out to talk to his pitcher. Happy 60th birthday to John Lacetto from his daughter Lori, who handles the stadium restaurant.
Bobby Cox comes back to the Braves dugout. Bobby's had, what, 3 or 4 knee surgeries now in the last couple of years?
Yeah, he has a hard time getting out there sometimes.
Well, he's a good manager. Did a great job at Toronto, doing a great job at Atlanta. Here's Lenny Dykstra. He's doubled, lined out, and walked.
Bobby Cox doesn't have to make as many trips out there as most managers with that pitching staff he has.
Got a cut, fouled it back. Merker, a 25-year-old from Dublin, Ohio. He was a first-round pick by the Braves in the June '86 draft. One strike to Dykstra. Bouncing up there, it's 1-1. Ruben Amaro at first with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Braves lead it 6-2. Really jammed him and has trickled to Lemke. Lemke one play to first, and he gets Dykstra. Amaro moves up to second, 2 outs, and the batter will be Mariano Duncan. Duncan's 0 for 3, has struck out and twice grounded out.
The Braves go on and win this game, the season series would be 6-6.
Yep. Chicago White Sox have won the first game of their doubleheader at home against Texas 5-3. If they win that second game, they will be popping the champagne corks in Chicago. One ball and 1 strike. One to Duncan. Morrow at second with 2 down. Breaking ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Speed pitch, and he struck him out. We'll retire the Phils. Nothing across in the 7th. We go to the 8-6-2 Braves.
93 clearance time at your Hyundai dealer. And with factory cash back up to $2,000, it's the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Get into a thrifty new Excel right now for as little as $63.99. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And on top of all that, you get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in now for the best selection of models and colors during 93 clearance time.
Imagine the smooth acceleration, the quick response, the high performance of 93 octane Exxon Supreme gasoline. Move up to Exxon Supreme and turn the tiger loose.
Today's Phillies game on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by your local Dodge dealers. Come in today because we know how to help. By Bell Atlantic Mobile, advanced technology and people who make it mean something. And by Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change. Otis Nixon will lead it off for the Braves here in the 8th inning. Atlanta leading 6-2. Nixon is 2 for 3, has struck out, singled, walked, and has a bunt single. Kind of a half swing foul. Nothing in 2. Low for a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Otis Nixon. Line drive speared by Stocker. 1 down. That'll bring up Jeff Plowser. Plowser put the Braves ahead with a 2-run single his last time up. He's 1 out of 4.
It's the ball club, the Braves, that you talk about McGriffin, Justice, Gant. This fella has really pitched in with a very consistent season. Hitting it just over 300.
70 RBIs and 105 runs scored. On the ground to Hollins at third. Plowser's retired. That's 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ron Gant. Gant's hitless today, nothing for 4. Braves will be off tomorrow. Then they have 3 at home against Houston and 3 at home against Colorado. On the ground to Hollins at third. Has it to his left. Wide throw, but Jordan made the tag nicely to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-2 Atlanta.
Restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Fries. Fries. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a two-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for 50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
You get a Mustang and a
Each year, a shipment of school supplies arrives at community colleges nationwide. Here, students, handpicked by Ford dealers, earn degrees in automotive technology on Ford cars and trucks. All to give you service at your dealer you won't find anywhere else. Quality care, where the quality continues.
For quality service or to test drive one of the best-selling cars and trucks in America, see your local Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
Soon, you'll hear it. The best long-distance service is about to get even better. It's a breakthrough from AT&T Bell Labs, and it makes AT&T sound quality dramatically superior to any other long-distance company. So much clearer, closer, and more natural. Even 8 out of 10 people who don't have AT&T prefer it. AT&T True Voice, coming in the months ahead, free. Just another part of the iPlan.
Good afternoon, I'm Neil Hartman. Here's the pennant races for you. New York has a 9-3 lead on Montreal there in the 8th. Jeff Kent with a grand slam home run. San Diego out in front of San Francisco in the early going 1-0. New York leads 7-3 in the 9th, and Chicago won game 1 against Texas. Back to Veterans Stadium, 6-2. Phil's trail in the bottom of the 8th.
All right, Neil, and Ricky Jordan leads it off, takes a strike. Ricky has singled to drive in a run. Has struck out and grounded out. One ball and one strike. Recovery wishes to Doris Totino. Newtown Square. Hope Doris is feeling better real soon, recouping from surgery. Two balls and a strike. They're now in the 9th inning at Shea, and Mets lead Montreal 9-3. Back through the middle. Jordan opens the 8th with a base hit. His second hit of the afternoon. It'll bring up Dave Hollins. Hollins has popped up, hit into a fielder's choice, and struck out. Pops a foul, coming back and out of play. One strike to Hollins. Ground ball tapped to shortstop. Lemke won, no chance for a relay. They get the lead runner Jordan at second base. Hollins at first on a fielder's choice.
Braves ordinarily turn double plays about as well as anybody, but Lemke juggled there, trying to get the ball out of his glove, and
I don't know if they would have turned it anyhow. Hollins really busts down the line. And tough guy to double up. Here's Dalton, who was lined to first and flied out to left and walked. One strike to him. Braves lead 6-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. One ball and one strike.
Kind of an oddity, but the Phillies have never had two men on base at the same time in this ball game.
Yeah, as many base runners as the Phillies have usually With all the walks, Phillies always seem to have men on base, lead the league in runs scored with 852 of them. Foul back. 2-2. Missing with the breaking ball, a full count. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Merkerson's coming in. 2 down here in the 8th. It'll bring up Pete Incaviglia. Incaviglia's hit a home run, grounded out, and struck out. It's the last run the Phillies have scored in this game. Incaviglia's home run. 6-2 Braves here in the 8th. Phils have been held to 5 hits by Steve Avery and by Merker. Todd Pratt has moved into the on-deck circle. He would bat for Don Paul if Incaviglia reaches. Kevin Foster is throwing in the Phillies bullpen. One ball and no strikes. Allen's first base, 2 outs. On the outside corner, 1-1. Changeup fooled him. Ball and 2 strikes.
Merker's picked up a couple of strikeouts on that changeup. He's not a fella you associate with a changeup much in terms of his strikeouts because he's a hard thrower. He's shown a good one today.
Bouncing ball, shortstop. Blauser throws Incaviglia out. That'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 9th. Braves lead the Phils 6-2.
We thought we'd been everywhere, seen everything. We were wrong.
We're back to the bone. We're back to the bone.
These guys were weird, and we liked it. Later, they took us to the Tower of Bud. Brother, tomorrow we ride again.
The legendary Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the scrappy Navy Midshipmen in a fall football classic. Saturday, October 30th, 12:10 at Veterans Stadium. Get tickets at Ticketmaster, the Phillies box office, or call 463-1000 to order tickets in advance. Notre Dame Navy, Saturday, October 30th. Sponsored in part by the Philadelphia Inquirer, Herman's World of Sporting Goods, Super Pretzels, Soft Pretzels, and WOGL. Color, excitement, fun. Go!
Pizza Hut has gone Hollywood. With a blockbuster Bigfoot movie deal. Now, every time you buy a Bigfoot pizza, you get a coupon for 1 free movie rental at Blockbuster with any other movie rental. So make it a Blockbuster night with Bigfoot.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My plastic surgeon thanks you.
It's a Blockbuster deal from Pizza Hut.
After 8 innings of play, it's Atlanta 6 and the Phillies 2. Tomorrow at 6:30, the Bundys try to make money off of Steve, and at 7, Bud learns a lesson he'll never forget on Married with Children, only on PHL 17. Fred McGriff will lead it off. Crime Dog has doubled, grounded out, popped up, and walked. He has scored 2 runs. 1 ball and no strikes. Braves get McMichael up in the bullpen. Two balls and no strikes. Here's Greg McMichael. He of the circle change, and a good one. Crime Dog committed, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Fred McGriff. 9th inning, 6-2, Braves lead it. Tops the foul, will come back behind the Braves dugout and out of play. Still 3-2 to Fred McGriff. He'll be followed by David Justice and then Terry Pendleton here in the 9th. Struck him out. Don Paul had a shaky outing in his first outing in a Phillies uniform. Since then, he has really done an excellent job.
That was in Chicago. Got hit pretty hard in that first appearance in a Phillies uniform, but since then, nothing off of him, really.
One strike to Justice. Wide, it's 1-1. Justice has slugged a 2-run home run, walked twice. He's officially 1 for 2. Sharply hit but foul down the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to David Justice. Scheduled to hit for the Phillies in the bottom half of the 9th inning. A pinch hitter for Don Paul and Kevin Stocker and Ruben Amaro. And it would appear that McMichael is going to come into this game. He's still throwing out there in the bullpen. That's a cue shot base hit to center field. No, Justice, a 1-out base runner, and that'll bring on Terry Pendleton. Pendleton's been safe on an error, struck out, been safe on an error, and singled.
He's hitting right-handed
against Don Paul. Just because of all this off-speed stuff that Paul serves up.
Maybe he forgot. Maybe he forgot that he should be hitting left-handed.
2 balls and no strikes to Pendleton. Three and nothing. Damon Berryhill, another switch hitter, is on deck. We'll see if Berryhill follows suit. Pendleton walks on 4 pitches, and the Braves have 2 men on base with 1 out. Damon Berryhill is going to swing from the left side. Berryhill struck out, doubled, walked, and struck out. One strike to him. (6-2) Braves lead, 9th inning. Phillies will be in Pittsburgh tomorrow night. Televising that one for you, Mike Williams against Steve Cook. Uh-oh, that one got Frank Pulley.
He's been hit on the right knee. This one got him, and he's had to do a little dodging and weaving back there today.
That one got him in the hand.
A chilling pitch that Dalton went out for the pitch out. That went right between Pulley's legs.
Back up the middle, a base hit to center field. Justice coming home, going to third base, Pendleton, and the Braves now lead it 7-2. So Berryhill has given the Braves a 7-2 lead here. Still 1 out, and the batter will be Mark Lemke.
I think the Braves would be a little tense. They only had a 1.5 lead coming into this ball game, but they certainly aren't playing like it. If there's pressure, they don't show it.
Lemke, a hard ground ball, should be a double play. Stocker 1, relay. They do turn the double play, and that will retire the side. Atlanta does get a 9th inning run. They do it with 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 7-2 Braves.
The other day, these guys came to me and said, Kirby, how'd you like to be in a cross-training commercial for Nike? You wear the shoes, right? We could come film your workout. So I said to them, let me get this straight. You want to make a 3-hour commercial?
It looks like the coach is really mad now.
Look at you. You're dull. You're rusty. I've seen you outperformed in the rain, the snow. You haven't had one good season yet. It's going to be different. You're going to get tough. Rust tough. You know why? Because Rust Tough has a unique fast-drying formula with rust inhibitors that form a tough, hard-nosed defense against rust. Look at you now. You're tough. You're going to shine.
No runs, no drips, no...
Got rust? Get tough. Rust Tough.
Why today's man? Real quality. Today's man's got the top designers.
It's first quality brand names.
$200 at Today's Man for this all-wool European designer suit. It was $350 at my old store.
The same labels my department store carries. Dress shirt, $20. All cotton pinpoint. I'll never spend $37 again. Only I pay a lot less at Today's Man.
The only difference I see is the price tag.
Incredible savings on everything every day.
Today's Man, the menswear superstore.
Action. Adventure. Results. Michael Dudikoff, Cobra.
Sundays at 6 on PHL 17.
Hi, I'm Ed O'Neill, and you're watching PHL 17, the home of the Phillies.
Greg McMichael will be the new pitcher for Atlanta here in the 9th inning. Ken Merker went 2 innings, gave up a hit and no runs. He struck out 3 and walked 1, and now it's McMichael. McMichael appearing in his 71st game, 2 wins, 3 losses, 16 saves, a 2.20 ERA. His out pitch is a good circle change, has great motion on it. Milt Thompson will lead it off, batting for Don Paul here in the 9th. Mets have beaten Montreal 9-2, so even if the Phillies lose this one, they will wing on to Pittsburgh with a magic number of 3. If the Phillies come back in this one, the magic number would be 2. Little chopper. Blauser's going to have to hurry. He does, and gets Thompson by a half a step. Blauser, as Whitey mentioned earlier, has really done a good job for the Braves. It's improved a lot defensively as well. He's done a good job at shortstop. Brings on Kevin Stocker. Jim Eisenreich moving into the on-deck circle to bat for Ruben Amaro. A little bit high, 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. Stocker nothing for 3 today. McMichael was a non-roster invitee to spring training, and not only made the staff, but has become their closer.
How about that?
Seems to me we lost the series to San Francisco before the All-Star break.
I think that was Phillies won one of those games.
Well, Phillies have won one of these games also.
Yeah.
Well, that means the Braves against the Braves. Here's Jim Eisenreich. Eisenreich hitting at .330. As a pinch hitter, he is 3 for 19. Two outs and no base runners here in the 9th inning. Ground ball. No, good diving grab by Lemke. Takes a hit away from Eisenreich to end the ball game. What a fine play by Lemke. And the Phillies go down in order in the 9th inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Braves will keep their lead at least a game and a half over San Francisco with a 7-2 win over the Phillies here this afternoon. 7-2 final Atlanta. The Phils got some help from the Mets, though, who beat Montreal, so the Phils' magic number drops to 3. We'll be back with the totals and recap in just a moment.
The metal cylinder is secured and turned in a counterclockwise motion, causing the internal railing to rise and disengage. It's easy to make something as simple as opening a jar complex. The challenge is making the complex simple. But that's what we do at Bell Atlantic Mobile. We take cutting-edge technology and place it comfortably in your hands. Bell Atlantic Mobile. Advanced technology and people who make it mean something.
It's 93 clearance time at your Hyundai dealer. And with factory cash back up to $2,000, it's the best time of the year to buy the Hyundai of your choice. Get into a thrifty new Excel right now for as little as $63.99. Plus, you don't have to make a down payment. No money down. And on top of all that, you get 2 years of scheduled service at no charge. So for big savings, no down payment, and no cost scheduled service, get into your Hyundai dealer today. Hurry in now for the best selection of models and colors during 93 clearance time.
All right. Name the fast food restaurant that serves burgers and fried chicken.
Roy's. It's Roy's. Where do they get these people?
For a limited time at Roy Rogers, $1.99 gets you a quarter-pound hamburger with regular fries or a two-piece chicken with cornbread.
I'll take underwater farming for $50. I'll take Roy's for $1.99.
I could never figure it out. Why are there people like Wayne?
Butthead.
No matter how much you hate your brother's guts, you don't really want to hurt him.
The hamsters always land on their feet. Wayne!
Until one day,
All right.
things go too far.
Say, I give up Almighty Wayne, my lord and master.
Next time, I'm not backing down.
Hamster Patrol.
Ah, the wonder years. Tomorrow on PHL 17.
Back at Veterans Stadium, a sellout crowd on Fan Appreciation Day, but the fans disappointed as the Phils lost to the Braves 7-2. David Justice cranked out a 2-run homer, now leads his teammate by 1 in the RBI chase over Ron Gann. He has 115. For the winning Braves, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 10 left. Phils 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 7 left. Steve Avery wins it. He's 17-6. Kurt Schilling, the loser, 15-7. Pete Incaviglia, homer in the losing cause. So the Phillies still with a lead over Montreal, fairly comfortable. The magic number is now 3 as a result of the win by the Mets over Montreal, 9-3 at Shea Stadium. Our next telecast here on the Phil's Television Network will be tomorrow night for the first of a 4-game series with the Pirates. We'll be on the air at 7:30. It'll be Mike Williams going against Steve Cook. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again, the final 7-2 Atlanta. For Rich Ashburn, Andy Musser, and Chris Wheeler, Harry Callis, thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow night from Three Rivers on the Phil's Television Network.
The Phillies and the Atlanta Braves has been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By the Bell of Pennsylvania Yellow Pages. No other book can match it. A Bell Atlantic company. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Personal choice, the health plan that controls costs, not people.